The location of the Japanese embassy in Seoul is also the site of a permanent protest against Japan's wartime atrocities. Protesters accuse the Japanese of still not properly atoning for the treatment of so-called comfort women, taken from Korea to work in Imperial Army brothels during World War II. Other sporadic protests here epitomize the troubled relations between the two neighbors, such as this campaign to boycott Japanese goods. That followed a long-running court battle to force Japanese companies to compensate the Korean victims of wartime forced labor.
This goes against international norms. In that case, we have no choice but to respond. So we should handle this to avoid that happening.
Japan did respond, imposing trade restrictions that damaged South Korea's high-tech manufacturing, despite appeals from Seoul.
We hope the Japanese government would more actively and sincerely respond to our ongoing efforts to resolve this issue through diplomatic channels.
This deep-rooted animosity has even affected the handling of the coronavirus, with Japan accused of imposing unnecessarily harsh restrictions on South Korean travelers. While clearly hurting both countries, neither seems able to hold back from taking a swipe when national pride is at stake. The latest spat, this monument to the comfort women, built in a botanic garden, with the man bowing in apology, bearing an uncanny resemblance to Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe.
People say it is Abe, but this artwork doesn't refer to Abe at all. If that person is Abe, then that would be good.
Despite Japan's insistence that wartime grievances were settled years ago, many South Koreans say they're still waiting for that Japanese apology. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Seoul.